welcome back to our Wisconsin dairy farm. We got all of our alfalfa cut the other day, and it's raked up, ready to be thrown into some chopper boxes. So we got the New Holland hooked up to the Gale, and we got the 4440, of course, and then we are going to be running our 4020 up here. So our plan is to fill this smaller harvester here. The other one, the bigger one that's got our corn silage in right now, we have enough to get by, but it's kind of getting pretty low. So we've been compensating with that. We got some bales we've been throwing in, a little bit off on my numbers here. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to throw alfalfa in here, let that ferment, and then we'll start doing more of a ratio with the two here instead of just throwing straight corn silage with hay and stuff. So that's our plan anyway. I did get some of those more small squares stacked on that trailer there, which is a pain. This is what I have left in the wagon here. The other wagon is empty. So here I got the Oliver hooked up to it. I'm probably going to end up just throwing that into somewhere where it's going to be dry. We don't have rain for at least a few weeks yet, at least forecast wise. So the only other thing I think we're going to do later today is, yeah, don't mind this here, by the way. I got some bales that, I just thought I could fit them on that trailer, and with them backing in there, it just didn't fit. So them are extra. I got to throw them back in the wagon here. But we have the 8110 hooked up to the manure spreader here. We're going to be getting rid of some of this here. This is just becoming too much. The old man cleaned out the barn the other day, and we got quite a bit. And this is all got cleaned up behind here and stuff. So trying to get this cleaned up. So we'll probably do that later today after I end up getting that alfalfa done. Like I said, that is in our rented ground that we got. So not a whole lot to do. It won't take too long to get that in here. So I do have another tractor out there with the other chopper box there. So we'll be able to fill two at a time there at least. So, and I am unfortunately running solo today. Unfortunately. So can't get no help here in the farm. It's kind of tough, especially with the old man working a full-time job. I can't blame him, but so I'm going to fill two chopper boxes, and I'm just going to empty them and then come back. I mean, it is what it is. Just can't find any help here in the farm. So, all right, with that being said, let's get to her. Alrighty, let's see if we can get everything work like it should. Like it is, going pretty good. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to get as far as tonnage out of these two fields here, but it'll help anyway. I could have probably let this alfalfa grow for probably another week or so. It probably would have made it more of a difference, but that's okay. I want to be able to cut this one more time yet before the year's over. So these hills are fun though on this side. Had the New Holland trying to help out here. Alrighty, we got the one filled here on this field, completely done. And we're going to move up that top field. I think we're only going to get about 2 or 3 chopper boxes out of this alfalfa here. Alright. I'll hook up to the other one here. Yeah, not as much as I thought I was going to get. Really not a good yielding crop here on this one. I could have let it grow for probably a couple more weeks, I guess I could have. But, I mean, it's, you know, it'll help, but. And then we'll be able to cut this at least one more time. Being 3rd week in June, we're hoping probably about September. Come in here and cut this off again, so. That's kind of what we're thinking anyway. And of course, you know how things change. But it's okay, running solo anyway, so we don't want to be stressing us out here. So I might have to take this back, unload this, and then I might have to, because I think I'm going to have 2 more chopper boxes. That other field's a little bit bigger, so I think I might go do that. Just to save the hassle here. Alright, we're taking this back. Made up my mind. We're going to be taking this one back. We're going to unload it. And then we're going to come back, drop the wagon off. Or the chopper box here. And should be fine. So. Corn's looking pretty good down here in the bottom field anyway. Got the round bales loaded up here last night. Got a few up in the field, but I just put them off, so if I don't get to them yet, not a huge deal. So I'll be feeding a few of them to the cows anyway here later on. The only other thing we're going to do here is we got to get rid of that manure, like I said. So get this alfalfa done here. And that'll work out pretty well, so. Let's hope we don't have any issues here on the unloading side. I did end up setting this up early this morning here, so I should just be able to unload it in there. It's a little off, yes, I know. But the only way I can get it to work, so get this 4020 hooked up here. Started. Alright, let's turn it on. And let's see if we can get her. Is always the fun part. Oh, there it goes. It's gone. It's filling. And this will take a few minutes here, so it does take actually quite a while to unload, which I don't know why, but we're unloading. That 4020 is just burning that $5 diesel. Alright, got that unloaded there. I'm going to shut down that PTO and that 4020, probably just shut it right off. It's going to be a little bit. We'll fill the other 2 chopper boxes here, and before we worry about starting it, so not running. Alright, back to the field, and we'll fill, like I said, I don't think we're going to get quite 2 full ones, but it'll be close. 1 for sure, and then maybe half or so. But I know it may not seem like a lot of, silage going in, but it really is. It's going to help out. We'll be able to mix that up with our corn silage and some other things there, and that's going to help, so. And then I think that last cutting for alfalfa will probably end up baling that stuff, so it's been a while since we baled it. Actually, I think the last time we did small squares, believe it or not. I believe that's what Grandpa did. Then we'll spread some manure on some of that hay ground that we end up cutting off here before it gets too tall. Obviously, we can't spread it on our fields here. We'd be doing some damage to the corn, and beans ain't going to grow back from that, so. We actually might even spread it on this alfalfa field. I know it's rented ground. I guess we're kind of hit and miss with that. We don't normally rent out anyway. And if we do, I don't know if it's worth spreading manure on there and, benefiting that, but them or... Anyway, let's get her moving here. This is the fun part, going straight uphill and drop her down some low gears and climb it. That Ford didn't have too many issues. That TW20, we ended up cutting it with the hay bind. Actually didn't have too many issues. I was kind of surprised running this hill. Going up and obviously going down is the best part, but didn't have too many issues. So that was good to see. But this is requiring a little bit more horsepower here running this, so. But it's also a bigger tractor, not by much, but it is. See, the sun's come out finally. It was overcast all morning here. But this stuff is pretty dry. I said we haven't had really much for rain. So it's kind of been one of those things. I don't know, folks. Maybe we'll get some manure spread on here. Made it. She's got some weeds up here, I see. Quite a bit, actually. Alrighty, we are working on the last windrow here. And I know the chopper box looks full, but believe it or not, it's actually not going to be full, so I don't know what's going on there, but we won't even be half in this one here, so. I got to go back and pick up that I started after and hooked there, so I got to turn around and then we'll be done, so. And I think, folks, we're going to come in here and spread some manure in this field, so I'm renting it out and plan on renting it next year, so we might as well just spread some manure. Alright, go pick up. Oh, I'll come through and get that too. Yeah, we'll have 2 trips there, unload the 2 chopper boxes, and then we should be good, so. Thank God we ain't got to go all the way up on the hill. Believe it or not, I was kind of leery on hooking that there chopper box, but it stayed put, so I didn't bother. Alright, I'm going to grab that little bit on the end here. And then I think I can unfold this and head back to the farm. I'll shut that off till we get there. I'll help out a little bit. There we go. Whoops. Alrighty. That's a wrap. Now we'll find that. This ditch is kind of fun. And obviously I'll unhook the chopper box up at the farm here, because I ain't gonna run it with the New Holland behind me here. Gotta hook up to the PTO on the chopper box anyway. Almost didn't make that one. Wow. It almost needs a culvert in there and then put some breaker rock there or something. Alright, I got one more chopper box to unload here, but I am going to take the pressure washer down here. I'm going to wash off some things. Probably tomorrow. We'll have a little bit slower day on the farm here. PW20, all that I'm going to wash off. So it'll be a day of cleaning, mostly. Getting things greased up, cleaned. We'll do that down here. And then I can put maybe some things away. It won't be so chaotic down here. I mean, we have everything out, which is a normal. For a while there, we didn't even have storage, so this is how we did it. But I'm going to unload that one there, and then we're going to spread some manure. Alrighty, guys. We got everything put away pretty much, or disconnected anyway. Like I said, tomorrow's going to be a wash day here for me at the farm. Get everything cleaned up, and we're going to end the video with us spreading some manure, getting that emptied out, and at least getting that cleaned out. But yeah, you can see we got equipment everywhere, which is no big deal. Stuff can be made to sit outside, so we just want to clean things up and kind of get things organized here. So, alright, we'll appreciate for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully you enjoy this time lapse and spread some manure.